Good morning, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Let's talk about how the dark night of the soul can be assisted with brain spotting. And so, if you've watched the last couple of videos, you know I'm definitely on the brain spotting kick. How could I not be after it has made such a huge impact in my life, and I'm seeing it assist clients every day. It's so beautiful to get the messages of like, I feel peace, I feel ecstasy, I feel like I've never been this happy in my entire life. It's just unbelievable. And so I know that a lot of my community has come to me through the information I've shared around the dark night of the soul, and certainly this is a huge part of sort of the path that I have walked in finding my message. That when I was in the dark night of the soul, that feeling of just being trapped in a prison of my mind, I will never forget it. And the day I sort of woke up, and I don't mean that spiritually, but rather the day I realized that I was in a prison of my mind and all of these thoughts that just kept going around and around and around endlessly to no avail. There was no end in sight, no purpose, no seeming benefit even, that it just kept going around and around and around in the same hamster wheel of torture. And I feel so deeply for anyone who is still experiencing the dark night of the soul, because it hurts. It hurts every ounce of your soul and your heart and your being. And that's why I believe so strongly in sharing this with you, that brain spotting really can make a difference. And I would say that one of the biggest, like I said, the biggest challenge is being stuck in your head. And I think one of the biggest challenges that we are experiencing collectively as a whole, globally, is this tendency towards more masculine strategies, one of which is overthinking, right? Leaning so heavily on the mind to process and figure out the how. And the mind is designed to figure out the how, or rather the left brain, and the right brain is designed to think about the why, just that it is, right? And so we get so stuck in the how did I end up here? How am I supposed to fix it? How will I get out of this place? How did I go wrong? Why, right? So it's constantly just going round and round, and the mind is exhausting. Did you know that the brain in a calm and happy state takes up 25% of the entire system's energy, right? So all of us, if we in total equal 100%, the brain is taking up 25% at a resting state. That we're in, when we're in hypervigilance, we're in rushing around and stress all the time, which it would seem at least 90% of the US population is. That state of the mind actually takes up 60% of our energy. It's unbelievable how much we are stifled by and held back by the overdwelling in the mind. And so the beautiful news is there's hope. There's a way out. That I took the very long path. I would say my deepest and most intense dark night of the soul that preceded my awakening was in 2012. No coincidence, of course, because there aren't any. But it took me a good year or more. Actually, I should say more. I was in the depths of that darkness for a good 2.5 years. And that is what spawned my awakening. That's what spawned my passion for psychology and understanding why is this thing torturing me, and why can I not seem to make life work. That I've done all the good things they told me I should do. I'm a good person. I have a big heart. I have things to offer, and I'm not treated well. I keep stumbling into these relationships that are horribly abusive, whether it's a romantic relationship or even an employment relationship. I couldn't understand why can't I make life work? And that's what caused the searching for figuring out what I now use the analogy of like how to drive the sports car, right? If you're in a Lamborghini and you only drive a Ford, you're trying to figure out how to make this car work, and you're trying to drive it like a Ford because nobody gave us the instructions on how to make this freaking beautiful machine work. It's a mechanism. It's more than a meat suit, and that's kind of something that has been bubbling up for me over the last few days, is that our bodies are not the enemy. Our bodies are not something to be rejected. And something about the term meat suit, it's great for illustrating the fact that our souls, our consciousness, are not limited by the body. And we certainly should not judge the body or determine our worth based on our body, because it is temporary. And so I understand the intention there by calling it a meat suit. But at the same time, our bodies are tremendous, powerful gifts, holding you like a hug every day, giving you a safe place to call home, to rest your consciousness and your awareness in the healing ability of the body. And I repeat myself just in case anybody hasn't seen prior videos, but it's really important to know, so that's why I repeat it. Our body's cells are lined with silica. Our connective tissues are made of silica. Our bones, everyone knows, are made of calcium. A less common known fact is crystals are made from two ingredients, calcium and silica. Now add to that our beautiful crystalline bodies are filled with a conductor of electricity, water. We are electromagnetic beings. We are conductors. We are like giant crystals or Tesla towers designed to call down and move through our creator source energy. Our bodies are beautiful. Our bodies are a gift. Our bodies can help us heal and get out of faster the dark night of the soul. So Brainspotting is considered a mind-body relational, so that means two, mindful therapy. And I understand that's a long description, but it's really important because it explains all of the aspects. That we use the optic nerve of the eye, where we find an access point. So if you think about a traumatic situation in your life, you'll find that you kind of look around. Like if I think about my childhood, down and to the left is always my spot. That's what allows my eyes to assist the limbic brain in accessing that traumatic memory. And so our bodies are assisting us already. So our eyes are allowing us to help tell the brain what we want to do, right? We're sending the message that it's okay to access this. And so we use our eyes to find that spot. And then we also use our conscious awareness to find the intensity in our body. So as I think about a traumatic situation in my childhood, I also find the feeling in my body. And then I allow the mind to turn off. Stop thinking. It's hard at first. It took me quite a few sessions. I was really blessed to go into, the more extensive training after having experienced it for quite a while. And with some practice, the mind finally calms down and you can use your awareness to be with the feeling in the body, not think about, not analyze, not critique, not understand, because it's not logical, but to be with the emotion in your body. And so as we have that feeling of trappedness, never getting out, not being able to find a solution, why can't I make this work? The fear of it might forever feel this way. I might always feel this hopeless. Will it ever end? We can find that feeling in our body. And then through a facilitator, someone like me, or there's lots of people who do it. You can go to brainspotting.com and find facilitators all across the globe. It works digitally. Surprisingly, I had a hard time believing it, but after, this last weekend, there is no denying the power of the facilitator, that their ability to hold space for you is profound, and it's multifaceted. They are potentially, if they're aware, calling in creator source energy to hold a loving, healing space for you, but they're also calming their nervous system, because we attune to each other. We entrain, just like a tuning fork helps tune a piano. Your facilitator will hold that calm state of nervous system so that your nervous system can sense that this is safe. It's not only safe, it's beautiful and peaceful and the exact thing I've been searching for. And so we lead by example. We hold the attunement example for your nervous system, allowing you to ride the waves of the emotions that will come through. And as much as we don't want to focus on the cognitive processing of it, it is important to know that the emotions will peak, they will crest, and then they will die down. And they will peak, and they will crest, and they will die down. No emotion will ever overtake you. That your body is a regulating system designed to keep you safe. It will bring in resourcing emotions when necessary. And at one point I had the image of a mother rocking her baby, and I just felt kind of this swaying feeling in my body, and my stomach was holding me. And so you don't have to fear it. In fact, the best thing you can do is allow it and open to it and receive the healing of the body. And so these dark, seemingly hopeless emotions and feelings that we experience in the dark night of the soul, what happens is the mind is creating all of these thoughts, and it's telling you, I'll never get out of here, I'm trapped, I can't fix this, I don't know how to make this work, I've tried everything, I'm a failure, I'm broken, there's something wrong with me, I'm the problem, maybe I should end it. And I pray, if you are there, please reach out, because it's not true. In fact, the brain, especially as it gets more and more traumatized, more and more in states of stress, it lies to you more and more. And it tells you that the world is out to get you. A stressed brain is not your friend. It is lying to you, and I can promise you that. And the way to heal it is to stop relying on the brain, to start to resource from the body the beautiful innate healing abilities that the body was gifted to support us. Trust that every emotion and every sensation is healing, processing, and releasing. And it hurts at first, and it feels scary, and you're afraid, like, if I go there, it's going to overcome me. I'll be drowned in this pain, this fear. Maybe your nervous system shakes. Maybe your whole body shakes. In fact, shaking is good. Shaking is the nervous system working it out. Allow it. Release and surrender. When we hold so tightly to life and to trying to figure it out, trying to solve the problem, trying to understand it, we're literally squeezing the life out of us. In fact, the brain can take us to such a place where it almost feels like it's got a knife to our neck. It's causing us a lot of pain. And yet the beautiful thing is we have a choice to put that down, to reach out, to get help, and to be strong, because it does take some strength initially to keep your focus on your body. Stay with the intentions, sensations. Set the intention. Stay with the sensations. Set the intention for healing. Trust the body will do exactly what needs to be done, and there's nothing for you to do. You don't have to control it. You can't do it wrong. And the beauty is when you rest into it, when you finally allow the ebbing and the flowing, when you're finally riding and surfing those waves peacefully, when the brain finally stops trying to analyze it and understand it, gets out of the way, woo-hoo, you open up to new levels of guidance and clarity that you could never come up with your conscious mind. Never. People use the term like you can't make this stuff up. When you are allowing the body to heal the ebbing and the flowing of the emotions, it's the energy flowing through you the way it's supposed to, right? Emotion is supposed to be energy in motion. Stagnant emotion causes disease. So when you finally step into the allowing of it, the insights that come through, I find they come as maybe a thought of like the mother rocking me, or another girl came to her imagination, right? The thought pops in, that's the guidance coming through, of tide pools and poking anemones, to be curious and to play and have fun. These types of insights will come to you like never before, faster than ever before. If you want guidance how to step into your life purpose, how to create a meaningful life, how to manifest the abundance that is your birthright. Manifestation is not a freaking joke. If you haven't been able to do it, it's just because you don't understand it, I promise. And I am a very practical person. I need science to explain these things, and I can do that on another video, not here today, but I'm telling you that because there's evidence of it. You are not stuck. You are not alone. It is not hopeless. You are not broken. You are not the problem. You just haven't been taught how to drive a Ferrari. Your body is your friend. Let it hold you. And I would love it if you would let me be part of your healing journey, because it brings me so much pleasure to be able to assist in helping beautiful light workers step into their life purpose, because we are all needed. If you are going through the dark night of the soul, or you are embarking on a new spiritual awakening, it's because you are part of the solution. You are a forerunner. You are a leader. And what you're experiencing is the very thing that you'll be able to help with. You have gifts. You probably aren't sure what they are right now because we lost sight of how to listen to who we are, to embrace who we are. In fact, we started to stuff who we were, stuff our needs, and forget our gifts and our unique, authentic personality because we thought that was how we were going to survive. So that is my work, helping you get through the depression and anxiety, heal the complex trauma, heal the depression, heal any wounds that stand in your way so that you are a clear channel, removing all the resistance to your Creator's divine source energy that wants to flow through you and to others. Learning how to manifest, learning how to identify your life purpose. The study of self is so critical. This will be part of school's education before I die. I promise you that. Pinky swear. And then I also can help you learn how to make money with your gifts, right? That we chose to incarnate here in this world. This world runs on money. You cannot survive without that resource, and so we must embrace it. It is not bad. It is just a tool. So if you would like help with that, links are below. I offer free 30-minute sessions to just kind of kick off and see where you're at and show you that it's possible. I can give you a little taste of freedom in that 30 minutes, and you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's a game changer. All right, my peeps, I love you very much. You know where to find me, and I will see you on the next video. Namaste.